Juki got the sauce, bitch.
Good? Whenever you're ready, bro. All right, guys. Episode 5 of the Time Attack build. Got Clay on the camera. We're going to be doing some walking around. We're going to be doing some grinding, some welding. Definitely the start of fabrication on this car. So let's start with the front fender, I guess. Talk about the front fender. Basically, in an attempt to evacuate the air from our front splitter, we had to cut a significant portion off the ML24 kit. You can see that the cardboard is going to actually be an aluminum piece, but currently it's cardboard to get rough ideas for a flat pattern. And using the cardboard as a flat pattern, we will cut it out of aluminum and then bend it and rivet it to the fiberglass fender. Should be pretty nice. We also have this ABS fender in here. We're still working on trying to maybe productionize that. It's not a word, but productionize that. Go to the back. Basically, we are attempting to evacuate airflow out of the wheel well to reduce drag and improve downforce. We took off the entire ML24 on the rear fender, and then we made this massive cut. I don't know if you can actually get under here. Aim it up a little. Yeah, cool. All right, so we actually took off some of the sheet metal underneath, and this was actually a lot of cutting. But again, we're going to be doing aluminum sheet metal to fill that in with some probably 90s, all riveted. It shouldn't be too bad, but obviously we're in the first stages. Moving to the other side, you can actually see I created again some cardboard templates. I don't know. Oh, I'll talk about that in there in a second. In there? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. But we created some cardboard templates so you can kind of get an idea of roughly what this is going to look like when it's out of aluminum, and it'll be a little bit more rigid, but that's roughly what it's going to look like. And then we've already started to mock up with the rear diffuser how this is going to attach to the rear diffuser. A little bit of modification to our off-the-shelf unit, but it shouldn't be too bad actually. We also are going to do a little small piece that bolts up there to make it look a little bit more finished, and overall the rear should look pretty aggressive and actually be functional, where before it was trapping quite a bit of air. What's next?
We talked about the front, we talked about
this probably?
Yeah.
Alright, so currently we are in the trunk of the car. We used this template to mark a few holes and then used a grinder to actually cut a slit within the frame rail. It's hard to see because it's dark. And then this 1/4 inch A36 plate actually slides in there, and that's what the aluminum upright will bolt to. What we need to do right now is actually drill some holes on the bottom side, and then I need to decide if we should rosette weld it or actually drop it down below the frame rail and weld it on the bottom. But that's where we're at right now, and then we'll do it to the other side as well, and we'll probably capture some video of the work process on that one while I figure it out on this side. Alright guys, I am unsure how good the sound is, but in this little short video, I'm going to be doing some MIG welding on the frame rail to the wing mount. MIG welding is a little dirtier than TIG welding, but for stuff like this, it makes it really easy and quicker. TIG welding would take me a lot more time, and it would still be dirty because the material and the stuff that's on the inside that we can't even clean off tends to come out when you create a weld pool, and MIG kind of deals with that a little bit better than TIG welding. So yeah, here's a quick video of that. Quick little vacuum, just because I don't enjoy smelling that stuff. So that's one spot, and then we'll go do the rest. And then I'll actually have to do the back side, which is definitely a little bit difficult, but here goes some more. Now you can actually see right here, it got a little porous, and that's because these two pieces of sheet metal have stuff in between them when they were bonded, and I couldn't clean it out, so that's what creates that porosity there. But realistically, with it being welded on the top and the bottom like this, it's going to be plenty strong. Alright, on this video we are going to be showing you welding the front splitter mounts. These will actually bolt to the front splitter in a few locations, and then capture these steel tubes which are on the chassis to hold up the splitter. I am going to be TIG welding these. This one's already finished, so this one's still loose, but basically I'll show you how we weld it together. Yeah. Alright guys, this is wrapping up episode 5. We did a little bit of fabrication. We're going to do a lot more next week, so sign into that. Follow us on YouTube. I have a few more questions that were asked on Instagram. Again, ask us any questions you want. We'll try to answer them the next week. But the questions were, let's see here. Is a simple slit enough to clear the wing, or are you cutting all the way off the edge of the turn? Not sure what that's asking. We're cutting a lot to fit the wing. How much do the spring rates need to increase to support the added downforce? We need to talk to Jeremy, figure out what his current spring rates were. We know roughly what the past setup was, and then we can give him some recommendations on the spring rates. Chassis mounted wing going to production? No. Although if you want it, you can contact us. We can help you out, but it's not for the faint of heart. And where can you learn CFD advice for an aerodynamic degree master's? The best advice, honestly, would be to look at some tutorials online with OpenFoam. OpenFoam is a free software. It takes a lot of upfront knowledge to learn, but that's definitely the route we would take and recommend. Thanks for signing in, and be sure to subscribe.